Welcome to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the Stanford Cardinal taking on the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Ready to kick it away to start this game. Coming out with it, it's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Will throw it. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Bulls moving quickly to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they couldn't get it out of their own end, and the ball will come to rest at the 45-yard line. Corners are walked up tight. On the run, it's 4. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Brown wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Farrell. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Stanford! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Stanford 7, South Florida 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that will be plenty for the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. And those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be looking to run. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job.
It's a seam wide open. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Cardinal. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Northwestern showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quick toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
That's caught. It's Sullivan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Florida.
The Bulls will punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Off play action on 1st down. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a crease. It's Ford. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, the TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Brown wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. You saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. Stanford, with time to think about it, did not hesitate. They'll start things up. Sneak gets it done. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
South Florida, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Isaac. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Bulls will hustle to the line. Now they'll run the draw. Shakes off the defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Isaac.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. It's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Got the quick pass. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Looking to get it in. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, USF! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything there.
They cough it up near their own goal line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner is stopped.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Reese, never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Blasted as he lets it go. Open space at the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He's got an open man. chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Brown wants to pass. Got his man quickly. That's about as close as you can get to that mark. Will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. This is a designed run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they get so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a designed...
Touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Brown will throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nimrod. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Bulls headed quickly to the line. Back to pass. Dances away. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. He's going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Near midfield, they don't think they can gain enough on a punt. They'll leave the offense out. 4th and long from the 46. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Trying to beat the D deep. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out.
Fires and picked off.
Hey, some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Brown wants to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle, and Sullivan tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Buys a little time with his feet. He wants it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He'll go down.
Get that quarterback, and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll. You roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
And holding on to a 1st half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farrell. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter. Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Stanford.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Brown will throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Farrell. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ford.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. Breaks into the open. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Stanford now has it in the red zone. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion, and he's knocked down.
Well, the offense just trying to outflank the defense with a little push pass to a speedy wide receiver and see if they can get him on the perimeter, but just too much speed and awareness on the defensive side of the ball. Now sets up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Washington. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Brown wants to pass. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Bulls are in the hurry up. They'll run play action. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Bulls are on the move.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Fires to the big fella. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Bulls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Good timing on the quick out. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, they're going with a run-pass option look there, trying to get that first down. They hand it off, just not able to get it. It was a nice effort by the back, but ultimately now forcing fourth and short. And if I'm on offense, I think I'm staying on the field and going for this again.
On fourth down, looking to pass. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
14.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Stanford with a fresh set of downs to open the final period. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense...
It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown Bulls. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, Dave. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Bulls racing to the line in a hurry-up.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Brown wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Nimrod. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Blue 22! Blue 22!
They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Touchdown, South Florida! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Caught close to the marker, it's Farrell. Breaks into the open on the left. The tag, touchdown Cardinal. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They extend this lead and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 10 to Temple. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Moore will throw. Finds his man down the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Caught over the middle. It's Sullivan. He stopped at the 48. A pickup of 10 on the play. Wants to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw again. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
To the air on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown Bulls. And the comeback is on.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the 2-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
No good. That keeps the score. Stanford, 38. South Florida, 33.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Might as well give it to him again. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Catch in the middle, it's Farrell. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout call. Defense stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Stanford just trying to bleed the clock. Using his legs, it's Ford. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Stanford lines up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
And they'll just down it right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Brown wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.